personally, I'm not a fan of pork belly. I always say that I don't want something that will separate us. Imagine you trying to hug and the stomach is there. Now imagine when I become pregnant, like two stomach will not be jamming to stomach. I beg. Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're old, welcome, and if you're new, welcome. I'm Adeyemo. So today we're going to be talking about something very, very interesting. We're going to be talking about relationship questions. So these questions I'm going to be answering here, they are practical questions which people had asked me from time to time, and it's a question like most people ask. Like even some people don't even say that. Some people just think about it. And also, can you marry someone that is not your spec? So that question is like a very, very, so I know most ladies like it must be my spec. No, this that lady wants an Anthony Joshua kind of guy, like different everybody have their own taste. They have what they like, they have who they like, or they have a picture of what they want their husband to look like, or their partner to look like. So, and the funny thing is about guys, they want like a Funke Adeyemo in a Nicki Minaj body, and some girls they want a Pastor Sam Adeyemo and Pastor Sam Adeyemo or a Pastor Kingsley in an Anthony Joshua body. So it's like, it's so amazing and so funny the kind of spec people have. There are some people that want this petite kind of girl, this oriented. Some people want oriented kind of girl. Most ladies say, oh, I'm cool with him, so far is fine, so far is this. So there's this place I want to go to today. So there was a day I had these dealings with the Holy Spirit. There was a lady in front of me, and the lady was limping, and when I saw it, I didn't believe it, and the Holy Spirit drew my attention to it. That look at that lady that is limping, that is going right there. Who she is not the limping, it's not the body structure. Who she is really is the inner man. It is when you call her, she's gonna look back. She's not going to. It is not the body that answers. It is the spirit that is in her that answers. So that really made me understand a lot about people. Like I was able to not to laugh at people or laugh at situations. Like when I see people and maybe I see them, maybe they had a particular disorder or a particular thing that made them disfigured or something, I don't look at them when I'm relating with them. I don't look at them like I see them in the physical. I look at them like I'm communicating with someone that is inside that body. That body is just like a structure. It's a vessel that the spirit in it is actually using. So when you call the person, it is not the body that answers, it's the spirit that answers. That body is just like the package. So that's why you see some tall, strong, and handsome guy, and at the end of the day, when you enter the relationship with them, it is like totally nothing. They have nothing to offer. That's what we call the empty barrel. That's what we call like a fine body structure, and the soul inside, or the spirit, and the spirit inside is empty. So that I'm not saying you should date someone that is actually disabled, or I'm not saying you should date someone that the body structure is not okay. But my point in this is the spirit man matters, like the inner man matters. We oftentimes get distracted by the outlook and forgetting the inner man, forgetting the inner structure. Most ladies be like, oh, I can't date a guy that is not tall, sexy, and handsome, and I can't marry a guy that is not tall, sexy, and handsome. And at the end of the day, you marry him and he will turn you to a punching bag. And there are different cases, like different things I've heard over times and all that. And another thing about body structure is there are two ways, or by your spec. So what's this thing that attracts you to guys? And this guy that is coming forth, this guy that say, oh, this guy is cool, I think I like the way he relates with me, is this, is that, but it's not my spec. So what is this thing? You have to ask your question. You have to ask, hey, what am I saying? You have to ask yourself questions like, what really attracts me to this man? Is it the body structure? Is it something that can be worked on? If it's the body structure could actually be worked on. You can eat the gym. Nobody can't eat the gym, but you just have to know how you talk to him about it. Let's say he is not really looking fine like you want him to be. You can tell him, oh, have you tried changing your haircut? Or have you ever tried leaving your beards? Like there are things that can actually make him look different, like changing his haircut, maybe leaving his beards or shaving off his beards, or changing his clothes styles, and all these things. You not just come and meet him that, hey, Mr. Man, as they are asking me out now, hey, there are things that the things I'm saying I'm not like just go and change. No, you don't talk to him that way. The way you actually put it to him actually matters. Like, oh, have you ever tried leaving your beards? I'm like, the guy will be like, how did you ask? I think I like guys with beards. And as for a guy now that is that knows what he wants, that is trying to like get the lady, he knows that, okay, maybe I should just leave the beard. And if you see that the beard that he's leaving is not really making him fine, oh, have you ever tried cutting your hair? Like, cutting your hair very low cut with beards? Like, no, I haven't. Then you tried it. Like, there are ways you can actually talk to him about this look thing. And when it comes to fashion too, you can actually talk to him about it. You just have to be polite about it. And another thing that can actually make this guy, like, some people, there are some guys that when you see them, they are not fine. They are not fine, but they smell nice. Like, they smell really nice. I know that, oh, this guy does not have this. Have you ever tried this perf? Just prescribe a very nice perf for you. See, guy that is trying to, like, like, guy that is trying to, we know how he's going to level up and all that. So that is what I will say about that, basically. So when it comes to this spec thing, you just have to ask yourself, okay, what is the thing that attracts me to my spec himself? Is it just the face? Is it the smell? Is it the body structure? Is it this? But there are some things that cannot be changed. I am sorry about it. Those ones, we give God the glory for that, the height. So if it's the height that we are talking about, mama, I don't know what to talk about. Papa, I don't know what to. So if it's the height you're talking about, man, I don't even know what to say. And for guys, you see that this lady, you like her, she's God fearing. She can, like, she has all the qualities you want in a lady. Same thing as guys too. Same thing as ladies too. Like, you see all the qualities you want in this guy, but it's not your spec. You can actually use it. And for the guys, you see what you like you see like what you want in a woman, in this woman, but she doesn't look that way. You can actually talk to her about it. Maybe it's a fashion sense, or and for a lady, hair change, like when you change your hair or when you change your look, it actually goes like a very, 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 very long way in your life. So, and for ladies, try as much as possible not to have like a permanent hair for like 10 years, because there are some ladies that they are single and you see them on dread for like 4 or 5 years. Yes, it changed the look. And for a lady that is still single and you feel like, oh, I need to be more attractive and all that, I know, yeah, some ladies try to like but there's this, like, you just have to change your hair. That's just it. Just have to change your hair, like change it frequently. And another thing I want to talk about when it comes to this spec thing, aside the fact that everything you want is in this person, you have to consider other things. Like, you have to be sure, like, okay, this person, you have to consider some things. Okay, what if I date this person that really looks good? Will I be able to cope with this behavior? Because see, in the initial stage, the attraction, the connection is always like very, very strong. When it comes to marriage, it's like a different ball game entirely. See, that thing you get attracted to, that face, that body structure, is going to change. It's possible to change, but you should like consider more than the body structure. You should consider more than the spec. You should consider there are a lot of things to look out for when you want to marry a lady or date a lady, or marry a man or date a man. Like, a lot of things. The body structure, the spec thing is not going to last. Yeah, there are the things that draw you physically to those person, but I just want you to know that the physical structure, the body, is a container for the inner man. So that's what I'm gonna say about that. Then we'll move to a second question. Oh my god, I remember people asking me this question and I gave them like a straight answer, like no. Okay, can you marry a pastor? Well, that's another very tough question. That pastor question, it's a very tough one, like a very, very tough one. But what I would say is this: 3 reasons why ladies don't want to get married to a pastor. The responsibility part, the financial part, and the third one, the behavior or the activities. Let me put it that way. See, the first one, is the first one, which is the responsibility part. That is the one I am like always scared of myself. Like the responsibility of being a pastor's wife. Oh, you have to be this, you have to be that. Like you just have to be careful. Oh, fine, as believers we have to be careful. Yes, I know, but there's this responsibility. There's a lot of things that is required from a pastor's wife, and being the kind of person that you know you are, that I know that I am, taking huge responsibility like that, it's like a serious task for me. I cannot see that kind of responsibility and walk directly into it. The only way I think I can get married to a pastor. Hey, the only way I think I can get married to a pastor is maybe after marriage, become a pastor. But one of the things that actually made me believe that okay, I can actually get married to a pastor, one of the things that actually like brought my attention back to it, pastors of this age do all kind of things, like do all kind of activities. They are fun people too. It is then back at those days that you know that, oh, the only thing you see a pastor do is read Bible, climb on the altar, and like does not have time for families and all that. But this age, pastors go to the gym. There are pastors that go to the gym. There are pastors that travel for summer. There are pastors that travel for Christmas. There are pastors that travel for Christmas, that go on vacation with their families and all that. But back then, like when I was growing up, I had that mentality about pastor that anybody is not possible. But now there are things pastor do. There are things pastor when it comes to it, there are things pastor do, like the activities and all that actually they are humans too. So things they do now is not making me consider, okay, I think I can marry a pastor. Yeah, I think so. But when it comes to that responsibility, see, that responsibility is still like the flag, like that flag that still scares me even till now. But another thing that makes people wonder, oh, can I marry a pastor, is the financial part. For me, I don't have any problem with the financial part because I know there's sufficient for us. Like God would definitely provide, because there's something when Jesus told his apostle, when he sent his apostle out, he said, when you were going out, did you take anything? And he asked them, and he said, do you lack anything? They said, no, nothing. So that Bible verse always keep me going, that whatever you're doing the things of the Lord, whenever you're doing anything that has to do with God, there is always sufficient. So I'm not scared of the money part, the financial part actually. And the third one, which I already spoke about earlier, is the activities and all that. Those are the things that make people stay away from, like run away from being a pastor's wife. I have friends, like spiritual friends, like fire, like scabashing friends, that still saying it today, that I don't want to marry a pastor. I can't marry a pastor. I cannot imagine myself settling down with a pastor. I used to think that way, but when I was able to consider these three factors, and I know that, oh, it is not going to be a problem for me. The only one that can actually be a problem for me is the responsibility part, which I know by myself I cannot do it. But that doesn't mean like I will still see a pastor now and say, oh, Sister Mommy, if truthfully speaking, the only way I can marry a pastor as I'm talking to you is if God should say, Joy, you are getting married to a pastor. Then I know that I surrender. But me seeing that responsibility and walking right into it, no. Though I already know the factors, but the only thing I actually know my own fault is the responsibility part. Like that responsibility part is like the flag. But when I get married and my husband actually takes the calling, then I don't have a choice. Then let's go to the next question that people always ask. Can I change a guy? Bam. My sister, you are not God. It's only God that can do the impossible. You cannot change human. You cannot change mentality. Changing humans is like the most difficult thing that cannot be done by someone else. Only when the person himself is ready to be changed, and that can be done true, that can be done by God himself. It is God that has the power to do that. You cannot keep saying, oh, I want to change person. The only thing you can actually do for a particular person is pray. That is the only thing you can do. But see, that those energy you are using, that, oh, this guy must change, he must know how to do a particular thing, he must know how to act this way, he must know how to be this man. You cannot change a guy, you cannot change a behavior in a man. The only thing you can actually do is pray, and this is God. The only thing you can actually do is pray, and it is God that can actually do the change. You cannot change a guy. That question I'm still going to answer it is no. The next question is, when people are trying to go into a relationship or start a relationship with someone else, and they say, oh, I find it hard to pray. Like, it is the flesh that is at work. You finding it hard to pray for that person, maybe because, oh, this person is not my spec. I'm finding it hard to pray. When I just tried to, someone once told me that when I tried to kneel down to pray about it, it's just like, whoa, like the vibe, I don't have the vibe to pray and all that. It is the flesh that is at work. You still need to pray about it. There's something they used to say in my dialect, which is, there's everything, which means everything needs prayer. What is good needs prayer. What is bad needs prayer. So that's what I'm actually going to say about that. Even when you see your Anthony Joshua, like the Anthony Joshua, even when you see your Anthony Joshua, you still have to pray. That's why your body will not tell you. You not need that to pray. Your body will not tell you, it is settled. It is settled. Hallelujah. Which is that you still have to pray. When you see something that is nice, don't forget that I said it earlier on, that there are some packaging, like the body structure is say, but the behavior or the things they are battling with, they cannot even say it out. So that is that about not having vibes to pray. So you just have to cultivate the habit of, you just have to pray about it, even when it is your spec, that you are seeing your spec, that your spec is standing like that. Even when you close your eyes to pray, you see him. I'm like, oh, I see you. You still have to pray about it. Even when you see it, the fact that that there's something that draws you to this person, you still have to pray about the person before going into a relationship with the person, even when there is no vibe. So we take us to the next question, which is family important in relationship? Really matters in relationship. La 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 li ooh ooh. This is one of the toughest, one of the things I would like to talk about when I get married, which I will eventually do on my channel. I'm looking forward to the relationship with my husband and his mother. This is one thing that scares lady almost everywhere. The relationship between a man, between the husband's mother and the wife is always something else, or the husband's family and the wife. I always say this is something a lady must look out for. When you go into relationship with this mindset that the mother-in-law is off, the family is a no-no, then there is nothing positive that will come out of it. So when you're dating someone, especially in my own part of the country, the Yoruba tribe in Nigeria, when you're dating a man or when you get married to a man, you are marrying his family. They are marrying into that family, and they have to be involved with not everything, but they're a part of your life, and they believe you should treat them the way you treat your parents. So you just have to consider the family, consider the things that are done in the family, consider the tradition. You have to look deep down. This family that I want to enter, are they spiritually sound? You should not go and marry pastor, very strong pastor that you should not go and marry a good brother, fine, go to church, but in his family there are some strongholds. So you have to let him battle that thing before you get to marriage. Know that, okay, these things are sorted out. This particular thing, this particular a lot of things are like broken before you actually get into marriage with that kind of person. So if you have more questions, I would like to like talk about questions on my channel. If there are questions to be asked, you can just like send it in and let's talk about it. Like, bye guys.
Get lost sometimes and I can't seem to find a light between the walls I built for myself right in my mind.